Hello everybody, this is a short video on how to bulk import a lot of questions with answers into Moodle very quickly. So we have our usual Moodle here, our course management system. Moodle contains a question bank that is usually unique for each teacher, but like each teacher can recycle or use questions in the question bank as often as they like in as many courses and quizzes as they like. So we have a question bank full of questions, multiple choice, true, false, short answer, etc., etc. And then we create a course and we have a quiz in it and we pick the questions from the question bank, and then we do have another course and we add more questions and so on. And over the years we can refine the questions, fix mistakes, typos, and so on, put them back in the question bank, and then eventually we will have a treasure trove of a question bank that we can also then share with our colleagues. Now, one of the big problems that I've encountered is that I have a lot of Word files, PDF files, text files lying around from all kinds of places on my hard drive, and also hard copies in my office, full of questions, quizzes, and all kinds of stuff that I want to use. And I would like to find a way to get them into my question bank, convert them to questions, so I can assign them to the students as quizzes, which will, of course, be automatically graded. If Moodle knows the answers, then Moodle can just grade everything automatically. You get the results right away, so do your students. You can give automated feedback, all of this kind of cool stuff. So this is the big question. How do I get all of these documents, including stuff that I found online, into my Moodle? Well, the idea would be to have a software that imports all of these questions, all of these quizzes, converts them and spits them out so Moodle can import them all in bulk, and then you have them all in the question bank. And you can assign them and edit them and do whatever. So that's the idea. So that's why I sat down to write this little software, which is not done yet, but it's constant work in progress. But it kind of already works a little bit. So let me show you. I have a multiple choice quiz here, which I will copy. And I will put that in here, into my sandbox, I called it here in the software. In Moodle, you can have Moodle number the questions automatically. So you want to get rid of those numbers here. So you also want to reformat things so it's easy to import. So I added this function, quick format, so it now looks like this. Okay. Now let's grab all of this, create a multiple choice quiz, or like in this case, there's 16 of them. 16 questions. So the software has identified them. Each line is a question. Now we also want to import the choices. In this case, there's 2 each, and they're embedded in the question text in parentheses with a slash as a delimiter. Now the software can recognize this. I click here, and as you can see here in the preview, the questions have been extracted, or the options have been extracted. They're here. So now I could import everything, but I still don't know which choices are the correct ones. Lucky for me, I have an answer key over here that I also found online. Copy that, put it in here, paste. The problem here is that the answer key comes in columns, so it's a total mess. 1, 7, 13, all in one row. I need to clean this. I click this button and they're all sorted, and the numbers are gone, and it's 16 questions and 16 answers here. These are the correct answers. So let's click on this, and bam, they're all in here. So the correct values have been assigned. They get 100% of the grade, whatever the grade is that you want to give for these questions. And it's all there. Now let's tell Moodle to shuffle the answers so that each time a student starts a quiz, they are in a different order. Let's tell Moodle that the answers are single answers, so each of those questions only has one correct answer. So Moodle will use radio buttons and not check boxes. And let's tell Moodle to number them with, let's say, capital letters. The answers. So it'll be A and B. in this case. Let's add some question tags. These are adverbs. Add that, and this is all, let's just leave it like that. And let's add a category, grammar, and now let's import everything. As you can see, they're all in here in the grammar category. If you hover the mouse, you can see them. Okay, if you double click, you can edit them. You can add some HTML. You can change the score that the student, the value of the question, the answer. You can add some feedback, and so on and so on. You can change whatever you like. Add some pictures. Okay, so let's import something else. This time it's true, false. Again, I'll grab these, put them in here, paste. I will use my quick format. So now they look like this. I will select them all. I will import them this time as true, false, because the students have to find out if these sentences are grammatically correct or not. So true or false. That's true, false. So they're all here in my preview. These are the sentences, and now I have an answer key for that as well. And here too, the answer key is completely chaotic. It looks like this. An F would mean false, a T would mean true. So let's click on clean, and the software has converted all of this to that. All right, and let's click on this, and we have assigned the correct answers. They're all in here already. Let's choose the same tags. Let's choose the same category. Although we could add a new category, for example, in this case, true, false, let's say, import. So now we have this, and we have a new category, true, false, in here. We notice that, two of those questions are marked yellow because in this case it contains no answers. So something went wrong. We can easily fix that. This is true, and let's edit that, and this is also true. So this kind of stuff happens when you import text from PDF files, and sometimes the scan wasn't good, the scan quality was bad, and then when you import stuff, the text was not recognized correctly. So you will have to do some editing, and you will have to do some fixing. But I have just, all in all, imported, 36 questions. Let's save this. Let's call this, I don't know, blah, blah. So, and by the way, I can also output this as text, as questions for Blackboard. So Blackboard can import this if you're not using Moodle, and also Brightspace, Desire to Learn. This is the format that Desire to Learn needs to import stuff. We can also look at this as plain text. I can show the answers. I can number the questions. Let's take the answers away. Let's put an answer key down here. So all of this is now here. Okay, can reformat it like this, and then copy paste, print it, put it in Microsoft Word, do whatever. Okay, so I have already saved this. 36 questions, half of them true, false, half of them multiple choice. So this is in my file. Let's jump into a Moodle course. Let's go into this Moodle course. Let's go into my question bank, and I will click on import. I will use XML. I will tell Moodle to keep the category that I have in the file that I just saved. I could also tell it to ignore it, but I will keep it. So let's grab what we just saved. It's this file, put it in here, import, and hopefully, fingers crossed, yep, everything was imported, all of my questions. So let's have a look at it. Here the questions are there, the category is correct, the tags are all there. Okay, so this is now in my question bank. So as you can see here, here's everything. Let's go into the main course. Let's assign them to a quiz. Actually, let me enlarge this a little bit. Turn editing on. let's put them all into one quiz just to test them out. Let's create a quiz. Let's call it test quiz. Again, test quiz. And save and display. We want to edit the quiz because we want to edit the answers. You can also make this out of 100 points. Save. So now we want to grab them from the question bank where we just put them. We put them into this. And let's just, they're all here. Good. And let's select all of them. Let's actually select all 36. So there we go. Add. Now they're all in here. Let's put them all on the same page so students don't have to flip pages. And here it is. All the questions are there. Let's test the quiz, preview. And as you can see, all of the questions that I just found online and imported with my software, they are all here and can be taken as a quiz by students, and they will all be automatically graded. I hope this makes some sense, and I will keep working on the software. Have a great day. Stay safe.